right now is Florida Senator and the chairman of the National Republican Senatorial Committee, Rick Scott. Senator, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being here. How would you assess this race right now? I've got to tell you, one of the analysts writing in a note this morning, we're expecting Senator Warnock to win because Walker got 200,000 plus fewer votes than GOP Governor Brian Kemp, who's not even on the ballot this time. What's your take?
Well, I'm optimistic. You heard what Herschel said. It's a clear choice. You know, Herschel's a guy who's going to represent the state of Georgia and focus on the issues that American families care about. Warnock is going to represent New York because that's what he does. But here's the key. You got to go vote. You got to get all your friends. You got to get your family members to vote. Here's what I tell people. When are you finally going to get so mad of $31 trillion of debt, military members being kicked out of the military because they don't want to take a vaccine, 87,000 more IRS agents, that is, you're going to be hell-bent on getting everybody you know to go out and vote for Republicans to change the direction of this country. We have got to change the direction of this country. We cannot continue the path we're going down that Democrats and Joe Biden want to take us down, and Warnock's part of that.
Well, Senator, I'm glad that you went broad there and discussed the ramifications, because in a Senate that is 51 Democrat versus 49 Republicans, that means that the Democrats take majorities on the committees. You're currently tied there. It means they would have unilateral power on subpoenas, on investigations. They could also move nominations quicker. It means that, 2 more years of Biden-appointed judges and cabinet regulators. Tell us what that all means so people understand the ramifications of getting that additional Senate seat to go Republican.
Yeah. A 50-50 Senate, that means that all the committees, it'll be 50% Republican, 50% Democrat. It's the exact same number. So to get legislation passed, you have to get somebody from the opposite party to agree to it. Right? Now, so if we have a 50-50, I'm on Homeland Security, we're supposed to do investigations. We don't do any investigation of Hunter Biden. Why? Because the Democrats don't want to do it. So, but guess what? They'll do every investigation they can of Republicans because they will have all the votes they need, because they don't need one Republican vote. So we've got to have 50-50 to make sure we stop legislation, stop nominations, and stop bad investigations in the Senate.
Well, okay. I want to get your take on one investigation that we'd like to see, and that is an investigation of social media and the FBI and the collusion underway. Elon Musk teasing the release of more internal Twitter communications surrounding the company's handling of the Hunter Biden laptop story. Among those files, we've learned that the Biden campaign asked Twitter to delete certain tweets. Journalist Matt Taibbi writes this: one executive would write to another, more to review from the Biden team, and then the reply would come back. We have it right here in front of you. Thank you, handled. Senator, what does that mean, handled?
It sure sounds like social media works for the Biden administration. Whatever the Biden administration says, I mean, this is basically stopping freedom of speech. So these social media companies have got to come clean exactly what they're doing. I'm glad Elon Musk is doing that. I'm glad that he's putting out there. So the public should have a right to know what these companies are doing, how they're censoring free speech, how they're reducing your ability to get information. They should be telling us exactly what they're doing, but they don't, and they work for the Democrats. We've got to stop this. Americans have got to get mad about what's going on in this country. You've got to be mad about what the debt, the social media companies, the IRS, all of these things. You've got to start showing up and say, this is my country. We've got to take this country back.
Yeah. So tell me your priorities in terms of next year, because you made a run at leadership in the Senate. You had a lot of support. And at the end of the day, Mitch McConnell kept his position. What are you going to do in terms of your seat in Florida and what you can do in terms of priorities to reverse this agenda?
So I ran for Republican leader. So we Republicans have an agenda. We have to say we are going to do everything we can to stop the 87,000 IRS agents. We'll do everything in our power to make sure military men do not get kicked out of the military because they don't want to take a vaccine. We'll do everything in our power to force the Democrats to pass a budget, a balanced budget at that. We're going to use all of our power to do those things. We're not going to cave in to the Democrats. That's why I ran. That's what Americans expect out of us.
Yep. Real quick, Kevin McCarthy told me that he was able to convince Joe Biden to reverse the COVID mandate in the military. Is that going to be in the NDAA this week?
Well, I, along with 20 other Republicans, I think it is, we've said we should not go forward with the NDA until it's amended to say that you will not be kicked out and you will be reinstated if you were kicked out for not taking the vaccine.
Yeah, well, how about not agreeing to anything until money goes to the border? How about not siding with Democrats at all until actually the border is secure so that we don't have 1 million gotaways and we don't have 5 million people crossing the border on Joe Biden's watch illegally?
We've got to start standing up for what we ran on, a secure border. Okay, lower crime, less inflation. Okay, take care of our military. Don't have a lethal military. Stand up for these things.
Senator, thanks very much for weighing in on all of that. We so appreciate your leadership. Thank you, sir.